Guy asked about training for aesthetics. If you just wanted to train for aesthetics,
How would you do that?
How would you do that?
That's a pretty common question, though.
Of course it is. It's been the subject of muscle magazines for
ever
70 years.
Yeah.
You know, and none of them have ever gotten it right. You know, now there were some brief glimpses of clarity in Iron Man magazine over the years. Stuart McRobert used to write some terribly sensible things regarding how to train if you're trying to get big and strong, and he made a lot of sense. He didn't quite get it right, but he made a lot of sense. 2 or 3 other people would veer away from the Frank Zane nonsense, and occasionally, arrive at the conclusion that if you lack the genetics of Frank Zane or any of the other championship bodybuilders that graced the covers of muscle magazines for decades, Arnold and Franco and who else? Flex Wheeler and to a certain extent Dorian Yates and even Ronnie Coleman had favorable genetics in terms of thin skin and long muscle bellies. If you lack the genetics to be an elite contest bodybuilder, what do? How many barbell curls or dumbbell curls or cable curls or any other type of curl can you do to make your bicep insertion go all the way down to your forearm, like you have to have if you're going to have championship arms? How many dumbbell flies, F-L-Y-E-S, flies, do you have to do to grow a set of capstone delts? Deltoids like a bunch of bananas. You never heard that, did you?
No, it's pretty good though.
Deltoids like a bunch of bananas.
Yeah. It's solid imagery.
It is. How many of these isolation exercises do you have to do to get to where you look like that? And without exception, the muscle magazines would never tell you the truth. They never tell you the truth because it's not in their interest to tell you the truth.
And they don't know, because
I think a lot of them did know, but I think they
don't know how to talk to normal people. The modern muscle magazine is Men's Health or some shit, and they have some skinny
fitness, Men's
they
Health.
have some skinny dude on the cover with abs, and
Right.
they say, how do you get razor abs?
No, that's where it's gone. But at no point is anybody ever going to tell you that you're not going to have the physique of a fitness model, and certainly not the physique of a champion bodybuilder without the genetics of a fitness model
Right.
or a champion bodybuilder.
Because what would that article look like? It would say, put this magazine down and go squat.
And go squat.
And then deadlift.
And then deadlift, and then press, and then bench press. And then go up 5 pounds a workout.
And also gain
until
30,
that stops working.
And also gain 30 pounds.
And gain 30 pounds. Eat more than you're supposed to. And don't worry about your body fat going up, because it has to. Your body fat has to go up if you're going to gain a whole bunch of muscle mass. And they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you, because that's not the narrative.